Howdy, howdy, folks. Today we're headed into Yosemite National Park. Yosemite National Park is the place that started it all for me. Before I visited back in, I think like 2014 or 2015 it must have been, I was relatively into hiking and camping, but it wasn't until I visited Yosemite that I kind of shifted my life to prioritize adventuring in the outdoors. I know it's a little bit cliche, but Yosemite really did change the course of my life, and I haven't been there in quite a long time, so I'm excited to go back. The only caveat being national parks, I've talked about this in the past, but national parks are not very dog friendly. You can't really hike on many trails with dogs, and they always have to be on a short leash, so it's gonna be a little bit interesting to have her on the leash for the whole time, but that's okay. That's okay. We're only gonna be here for a night, and we're not gonna do any serious hiking or anything like that. A little bit of a sketchy road we're on right now. We got a steep drop off on this side, and there are no guardrails at all. Probably not for the faint of heart. Also, I apologize. I know it's super bright right now, so this footage probably looks terrible. There's nothing I can do about the sun. Still got quite a ways to go until we get into the park, and most of the way there is on these steep, curvy mountain roads. So, as you can imagine, in this big old 10,000-pound rig, things are slow moving. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're even further away than Google Maps is telling us. But we'll get there when we get there. There's no rush, rather arrive alive, right? That's what my mom always used to say. Arrive alive. Man, it is slow going up this steep mountain road in this old rig. Trying to take it as easy as possible on this nearly 300,000 mile rig. We're asking a lot of her, but she's chugging along, man. She's chugging. All right, before we continue into the park, I'm gonna stop into this restaurant and grab some food, because I'm kind of out of like quick grab and go lunch stuff, and I'm starving. I haven't eaten today, so let's go in and grab some grub. This is the little town of Mariposa, California. Cute little town, old Western themed. Oh, in case you were wondering, my food was pretty good. I ordered a carne asada torta, and it was tasty, but my only critique is that the carne asada kind of just seemed like ground beef. Like, I don't know if it was actually carne asada or if it was just seasoned ground beef, but it still tasted good. It was just a little bit weird. Oh well, I've got a full belly now, and that's all that matters. Yosemite Valley, 43 miles away. That there is the Merced River, the bloodline of Yosemite National Park. It's the first view of many views to come. So let's keep going. Hi there.
Do you have a pass?
I do, yeah.
Do you need a map?
I'll take a map, please. Thank you, you too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Yosemite National Park, and I'm not gonna lie, it feels good. It feels really good to be back here. It's been too long. Yosemite Valley, straight ahead. There it is, y'all. Towering granite cliffs. Oh my gosh. I forgot how massive those cliffs are. That is incredible. I know the camera cannot do it justice. Just wait till we get up close. There it is, guys, El Cap. Let's pull over here. We got a line of cars behind us. Apparently everybody's in a rush. Now that right there, folks, is one of Yosemite's crown jewels, if not the crown jewel. That is El Capitan, and it is a massive granite mountain peak. It sticks up 3,000 feet off of the valley floor. I believe the total elevation is just over 7,000, somewhere in the 7,000 range, and it is massive. I'm sure the camera is not doing it justice, but it just towers above the floor here. What a sight. I'm actually gonna go grab Kaya, and then we'll get a closer up view. All right, come on out. Look at that mountain. That is insane. It's hard to imagine that Alex Honnold free solo climbed the face of this. He rock climbed that entire cliff without any harness or any protection at all. Just scaled it like a straight up mountain goat. You know, it was actually supposed to be really rainy today, which I think kept the crowds away. And it worked out because it's really beautiful weather out. I'm in a t-shirt. It's not too crowded at all for being Yosemite. Of course, there's gonna be a good amount of people regardless, no matter when you come. But I've been here and it's been way worse. Like, you couldn't even park. It looked like a theme park. All right, that was a cool first little stop there. Now let's continue on. We don't have much time before the sun sets. Unfortunately, I got here pretty late in the day. So we're gonna see what we can today, and then we'll go head to camp. Look at these people. They're flying by. I'm going the speed limit, and all these people are in such a big rush, they're just racing by. So that there is Yosemite Falls, and you can actually hike all the way to the top of that falls, basically straight up. You know, there's a ton of switchbacks, but I believe it's about a 2,500 foot climb. And back in the day, the first time I ever visited, before I was much of a hiker, we hiked to the top and I was dying. That is a hike that I would love to do this trip, but fortunately, with this one, no can do. There's our first good view of Half Dome, the other crown jewel of Yosemite. If you ever fly in an airplane above this area, you could actually see Half Dome from the sky. Now you guys might have already seen this in the last couple videos, but I recently picked up the Wolfbox G900 Tri-Pro bumper version, and it's a 3-channel dash cam, rear view camera, and front bumper camera. Now for me personally, I've needed a rear view camera for a really long time. Obviously I have this giant cabin on the back of my truck, and so my visibility when reversing or just seeing out of the rear window when I'm driving is non-existent. So having a rear view camera is already a game changer, and then you couple that with the fact that it's 3 channels, that just eliminates any possible blind spots, which is huge when you're traveling in such a big rig. Now the main front camera shoots in 4K, the rear camera in 2.5K, and the front bumper camera in 1080p. The front bumper camera and the rear camera are both outside, and so those are IP67 certified for dust and water resistance. With the G900 Tri-Pro, you get superior night vision for confident night driving. All 3 cameras support HDR recording, and they also clearly capture license plates and other scene details in low light, backlight, and other poor lighting conditions. You get 5.8 gigahertz Wi-Fi with app connectivity. This allows you to download driving footage directly onto your phone very quickly. You're able to effortlessly switch between the front-facing camera, the rear camera, and the front bumper camera. There's also a split screen mode, which allows you to view all 3 cameras at once, and this gives you a very comprehensive view of your surroundings, and therefore minimizes the risk of any blind spots. If you're interested in learning more about the Wolfbox G900 Tri-Pro, go ahead and click on the link in the description box down below. Thank you to Wolfbox for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now, let's get back to it. Howdy.
Oh my goodness, hello.
How's it going?
Do you know what site you're going to?
Yeah, 69. Thanks a lot. Holy moly. There's a full house out here, y'all. Wow. I haven't been to a campground this crowded in quite a while. Here we are. Lovely 69. All right, Kaya. You're gonna have to be on a leash all night at camp tonight. Something you're not used to, but you'll be fine, I promise. All right, come on out. Just pulled up to camp here. It's a really full house. Right when we got here, I actually met a subscriber named Nacho, so shout out to you and Benjamin. This light is like blinding right now, so probably not gonna do too much filming like this. This is camp for the night. I'll show you guys a little bit more around in the morning. We are campsite number 69, and no, I didn't do that on purpose. This was literally the last camp spot available. Apparently there's a lot of bear activity here, and I don't want to crowd the cabin with all of Kaya's food and stuff, so utilizing the bear locker that they provide. Uh-oh. We got the cops. Someone got busted. It's only like 5:30 p.m. right now, and it is super quiet around here. Like, not a peep coming from anywhere. So it feels really awkward to be filming and talking, so I'm not gonna do too much of that. Now there is a fire pit here, and I happen to have some firewood, so I'll definitely be having a fire in a little while. First I'll take Kaya on one last walk. Got the fire going just in time for the rain to start coming down. Lovely. Kaya isn't used to having camp neighbors, so she's been like growling and barking at all the neighbors. Silly dog. Man, this is like the first campfire that I've had on this road trip. It feels really, really good. And fortunately, the rain stopped. I think it was just like a passing cloud, so we're good. I am getting pretty hungry though, so probably gonna head inside the cabin soon, cook up some dinner. Shush. Shh. Kaya. She's totally used to just us being like the only people around, with literally like no one else around ever usually. So this is different. It's different for me too. I can't remember the last time I camped with like so many camp neighbors. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Someone didn't want to hang outside. She just wanted to come in here into the cabin like 45 minutes ago. She's never really been the dog to hang out with me by the campfire. She's always like, well, I could go inside in the cozy cabin and lay on the bed. And she's always preferred that. That's alright. Well, that firewood kind of sucked, but honestly it worked out because it's pretty perfect timing to whip up dinner. It's actually a little bit on the late side for dinner, so I guess it worked out for the best, because if it was a really good bundle, or if I had 2 bundles, I wouldn't be eating till like way too late. I know there's probably going to be some tofu haters out there, but that's alright. Y'all just haven't cooked it properly. It's a pretty good addition to noodle dishes. One of the key parts of cooking with tofu is you got to make sure to squeeze all of the moisture out. Tofu's basically like a sponge. Whatever flavors you marinate it with or season it with or whatever, it kind of just soaks it all up. It's kind of the same as chicken. You don't want to eat chicken plain, right? You always got to season it with salt, pepper, garlic powder, whatever other seasonings. Tofu's the same. You just got to season it properly, and it comes out really well if you know what you're doing. Using a pack of instant Shin ramen noodles, but not going to be eating Shin ramen. I'm going to crumble the tofu up in there like that. I'm going to hit that with a little bit of salt. Totally forgot we also have some carrots. Throw in there. I'll add some soy sauce and sesame oil. Last but not least, we got this sambal olek chili garlic sauce. Nice healthy portion of that. And there you have it. Nice, quick, easy, simple stir-fry noodle dish. Real easy and real tasty. Alrighty guys, finished up with dinner, got everything cleaned up. Now I'm just gonna chill here, watch a movie, and take it easy for the rest of the night. I've got these little feet gently resting on my head right now. This dog, no personal boundaries.
Did hundreds of investigative reports over the years on everybody.
Camping in Yosemite Valley is so cool because you're just surrounded by these towering granite giants in every direction. You just look up and there's these massive cliff faces everywhere. Got a nice cozy, gentle rainfall coming down this morning, making everything real quiet and peaceful here in the valley. You know, other than the generators that started at 7 a.m. We got scrambled eggs, blueberries, and a protein shake for breakfast today. Man, I can't tell you guys how much of a tease it is to be here right now and not be able to go do any hikes, get into the backcountry, just be stuck down here on the valley floor looking up at the towering epic giants. That's all right. We'll have to come back one of these days and do a proper trip. I'll leave Kaya with a pet sitter and we'll come here and do some actual hiking and exploring this epic park and really seeing what it has to offer. But for now, I hope that you guys enjoyed this little one-night quick trip into Yosemite. I hope that you guys have a happy new year. I think this is probably gonna be the last video I post this year, which is pretty crazy. 2026, guys. Stay safe and enjoy. And thanks like always for watching. I'll see you guys next year. Peace.